What's up YouTube, and welcome to this new video. This will be a highlight video between all lore bits that we have on the Frost Moon. So this will be a simple video where you can see all the lore bits that you have missed or didn't see at all because you didn't explore yet or anything, you know. So have fun watching this video. Easy. I did the challenge so easily. Holy shit. We're riding a flower carriage. About the rest of the welcoming memories from the distant past begin to surface.
どうやら姉様も人としての姿を選び終えたようだね。
あなたの姿も
You know, it's insane that they actually just straight up have Aria, Canon, and Sonnet's lore like this spread around the moon map. I only saw a bit, that's why I'm not that surprised, sadly.
当然のことだよ、姉様。あのか弱い命たちが私を信じ、呼ぶのなら、私は彼らの声に応えるだけ。私たちは世界を維持するために生まれた。人という名の生命が私たちの世界に住まうことを望むのなら、彼らの願いに耳を傾けることもまた、王が私たちに与えた使命だ。
ええ、王も言っていたものね。星の海に生きるすべての命は、私たちと共に漆黒に立ち向かう盟友なのだと。でも、私が言いたいのはそういうことじゃないの。ただ、蒼月にこんなにも感情豊かな一面があるなんて思わなかったから。今のあなた、とても可愛いわよ。
姉様の言葉遣いも、あの小さな人間たちに影響され始めているようだね。彼らの言葉はいつもそんな風に曖昧なんだ。なるべく使わないでほしい。姉様の言う可愛いが何を表現したいのか、私には全く理解できないよ。も
う、そんなことどうでもいいじゃない。アリア姉様もカノン姉様も、せっかく人としての姿を作ったんだよ。まずすべきなのは、ここをこっそり抜け出して、地上の人たちと一緒に遊ぶことでしょ。じゃなきゃ作った意味がなくなっちゃうよ。ほら、早く早く、誰かに見つからないうちに。
Aww, Sonnet. Sonnet is so Gen Z coded.
妹はもう待ちきれないよね、カノン。
Even Aria is like closer to Gen Z coded than fucking Canon. Canon is like,
あんなよそ者たちは信用ならないよ。
like, you know?
もちろんその創造物もね。
と言って見向きもしなかったのに。
それとこれとは話が別だから。今でもあのよそ者たちを中に入れるべきじゃなかったって思ってるけど、地上の人たちは。
ソネットが楽しければそれでいい。行っておいで。しっかり姉様についていくんだよ。
え？カノン姉様は行かないの？
あの降臨者の従者が私に話があるらしくてね。なんでもこの世界の重力ポテンシャルと軽量テンソルについてだそうだ。
Oh my god, what? Guys, y'all have to think this way. I've only seen like the start of this in Brown Online stream, and then I was like, okay, that's it. But what? The Sender's servant? What? What the fuck did I miss? Wait, are we saying that Istarov is the Sender's servant? Well, we know from the Before Sun and Moon book that the first Descender split himself into created the four shades. Well, it makes sense that the four shades are the servant of the Descender, and obviously Kanon is not doesn't know yet the descenders in the future, like the second descender, third descender, and the fourth descender. So obviously makes sense, yeah.
イスタロトが
Holy name
確
drop.
かそんな名前だったかな。
人の名前はちゃんと覚えないとね。でも私の気のせいかもしれないけど、彼女はあの
A
降臨者
certain
に
feeling
対
about
し
how she
て
used that descender. Oh, oh,
大丈夫。
oh, there's some
早まった判断はしない
some
よ。
interesting
姉様
lore about Istar of
でも
to Phanes.
気には
That's
留めてお
interesting.
く。
ええ、それならいいの。
うん？
なんでもないわ。じゃあ私たちは先に行くわね、かな。安心して、お土産はちゃんと買ってきてあげるから。
お土産はなくてもいいよ。正体が誰にも知られないよう気をつけてくれれば。
Man, I wish they were playable. I wish we could revive them somehow. The memory from the distant past fades away. Oh my god, look at this, guys. Aboard the vessel of the Welcome Moon, memories from the distant past search through.
ソネット。よくよく考えてみると、
Holy
ここ数
shit.
年、仕事を放り出して、こっそり人間のところへ遊びに行く回数が増えていないかい？
別にいいじゃない。仕事なんてあの
Holy
月の
fuck.
使いたちに任せておけばいいでしょ。姉様たちが見込んだ新しいご主人様が
New
部
master,
下
two
を
new
よこして
masters,
仕事を手伝ってくれるっていうな
sisters,
ら私
and
も
they're
仕
willing
方
to
なく受
extend.
け入れてあげるわ。それ
Oh,
に
they're talking about the
カノン姉様だって
Phanes
す
and
ご
the
く楽
Shades.
しんでるじゃない。人間の祭りにまで参加しちゃって。
それは私の仕事の一部だよ。彼らの大司祭が私の名前を呼んだのだから、その声に応えなければならない。
あら、人間の女の子になりきって自分の心臓の前で歌うのも
Lol.
仕事なの？
姉様。
カノン。
いや、お互いに呼び合いたいわけではないのだけれど。まあいい。あの新しく来た月の使いにソネットの仕事を手伝うことに依存がないのなら。
し、
Aw.
は、く。
Oh my,
彼
whoa,
女の
whoa,
名前
whoa,
は
whoa,
シ
whoa,
ハク
whoa.
よ。人の名前はちゃんと覚えないとね。
Damn, Zebai was Sonnet's moon envoy? No wonder.
シ
the
ハ
heck?
クに依存がないのなら、
not-
私もこれ以上何も言わない。
And objects.
けれどソネット、月の意志として世界の運行を維持する術式の基礎は忘れてはならない。後で社の同型性を調べる初歩的な問題をいくつか出すから覚悟しておくんだね。全部解き終わるまで二度と地上へ行くことは許さないよ。
Damn.
本当に意地悪ね。まるで人間の小説に出てくる逃亡したプリンセスを月に連れ戻そうとする悪役みたいよ。
そうだそうだ。
月そのものが言うことじゃないだろう。
Damn. What the heck? Oh, that's a good thing that I'm recording. Okay. So this is the third one of those. Yo, that's it. And let's see. Time to go into the past again. Huh? Okay. Oh, there we go. Aboard the vessel of the welcome in, memories from the distant past begin to surface. Holy shit.
アリア姉様、カノン姉様。
Oh my god. This is insane, Laura.
今回が初めてのことじゃない。こんなの罰の域を超えてるよ。王に託された竜の都市も、あの小さな人間たちが築き上げた儚くも美しい家々も、姉様たちはあとどれだけ罪なき命が失われるのを見届ければ傍観をやめるの？もし私たちの王が健在だったら、
Oh my god.
私たちの王はもういないのよ、ソネット。もしあの全能とは程遠い皇天の主が蒼白で恐ろしい運命を秩序とみなすのなら、もしそれが
That's the only way to
破
save
滅
the
を
doomed
運命
world
づけ
from
られ
being
た
devoured.
この世界が飲み込まれるのを免れる
Wow.
唯一の可能性であるのなら、どれほど重い代償を要求されようとも、そしてそれがどれほど私を悲しませようとも、
Pitch black
徳の死の
silence.
静寂よりは
Ooh,
はるかにマシよ。
that's interesting.
世界が破滅を迎える運命にあるなら漆黒に抗うことに一
What
体
the
何の意味
fuck?
があるっていうの？
ソネット、
なんでもないよ、アリア姉様。
Holy what?
何も。
The fuck did I read right now?
ただ私たちを信じてくれてる生命があの暴君に虐殺されるのを見過ごすべきじゃないと思って。それが竜であれちっぽけな人間たちであれ、私たち彼らを救うべきじゃないのかな。
ソネットが怒るのも無理ないよ、姉様。私から見ても皇天の主のやり方はあまりにも残酷すぎる。たとえほんのわずかな可能性しかなくとも、私は全力を尽くして救える命を救いたい。
でも救われなかった人たちは、救われなかった人たち、救われなかった命、彼らの血の涙と嘆きは跡形もなく消え去って当然だというの？
Damn.
そんなはずない。私は誰一人見捨てられることなく全ての命が救われてほしい。その秩序が皇帝の主と共に滅びさえすれば。
ソネット、私たちが生まれた意味を忘れないで。私たちに命を与えた王が彼方から帰還するまでこの世界を維持すること、それだけが私たちの使命なのよ。
Insanity, what the
私たち
fuck?
は初めからこの秩序の代償を理解していたわ。この世界が破滅へと向かうのを見過ごすことなんてできないもの。
いや、これは秩序とすら関係ないよ、姉様。私たちにとって、私にとって、ソネットは一番大切な妹だ。だから姉様と私を苦しめるようなことはしないでほしい。皇天の秩序に直接抗ってはいけないよ。少なくとも世界がまだ脆弱な今は。
カノン姉様、
Holy.
私
イスタロトが教えてくれた人間だけが持つ言葉、希望。命がある限り希望はある。必ず希望はあるんだよ。
Holy. That is. Oh my god. These towers look kind of familiar. Wait, isn't that? They fucking look like Zhongli's, Zhongli's, pillar. Really sus, huh? Zhongli, do you have anything to say on this? No, the screen still lit up. Huh? Okay. I don't know why the fuck is it. Is it worse than my fucking thing is not working? But I have everything on. Vital signs of detected. Invoking the identification error. Commencing kernel security check. Kernel security check failed. Central module damaged or missing. Please contact Inkigia for maintenance. Initiating backup safety mode. My apologies. The identification sequence is currently unable to verify the visitor. Consequently, I cannot address you by your proper title. Commencing universal greeting playback. Welcome to the Ilalimu storage array. This array is primarily used to regulate the operation of the engraving and to store various research resources. Error: critical component failure results in service to anomaly. Main functions are currently unavailable. Please execute a self-diagnostic command to restore critical data nodes. Oh, Palmer didn't really get what it was saying, but it sounds like we just need to follow the instruction on the screen to fix this thing right. And if this place is for storing resources, that just means that it's a storehouse. Palmer bets there are all kinds of super amazing treasures nearby. Come on, let's give it a shot. What the fuck? I did all that for fun. Okay. Oh shit, we made it. Barely made it, guys. Onto the tail. Oh my fucking god. I hate Snake on... So... easy. Oh. Self-diagnostic repair complete. Thank you for help. Thank you for your help deactivating lockdown. Oh. Primary energy system not connected. Please contact Ninkigia for assistant or provide an auxiliary power source. Yo, we about to power up Zhongli's pillar, the moon pillar. Alright. Fragmented glowing characters manifest upon the stone tablet. Index research concerning life. Warning, index has expired. Please contact Nuur Gestuk or Ninkigia for updates to access the main text. Self-sustaining informational process. Selfhood, the selfhood and regeneration of the origins of consciousness. Magis Getty, Lusalim. Equivalence analysis of self-sustaining informational process. Magis Getty, Lusalim. Completeness analysis based on computeronium, the schema of the self within complete metric spaces, geoquadral. Equivalent computation application of self-sustaining informational processes, Lusalim Nuurgestuk. System lock, non-public access level, record Nuurgestuk. I have performed brief deduction. It appears that researcher Magis Getty was on the right path after all. Mathematically, the conclusion can be formally derived that any system of sufficient complexity is computationally equivalent and possesses an indistinguishable identity in any measurable sense. In other words, a self-awareness simulated by sophisticated mechanical or informational architecture is, by definition, no different from consciousness of organic life. She yearns to reclaim the life from yesterday, yet the result of her realization of is the genesis of a life for tomorrow. For her, What could be more ironic? Researcher Lusalem approached me today with a peculiar proposal. Based on their current findings, he claims it is theoretically possible to engrave the full measure of a researcher's affection, desire, and ideals into data. Though the application of ellipses, these fragments could be manifested as an immortal life. He does not mean immortality in literal sense. After all, only a madman or a fool devoid of common sense would believe the laws of this universal permit the exit of an eternal flawless object. Rather, he envisions a life that can re-emerge infinitely, no matter how many times it extinguished. Even if its new incarnation no longer bears the form of a dragon. In this way, he argues the ideal of the Moongazers and the aspiration of Professor Magus could be broadcasted across the ages, just like a certain beam of light drifting through the void for billions of years. He intends to name this unborn life Ninkikia, or messenger. Well, I bet it's nothing more than a whim of pure sentiment. I told him plainly that I have no interest. I don't even understand why he chose to confide in me. Are we truly so familiar? Besides, I am a recorder, not a researcher. King Shiokuado paid a visit today. His Highness, with his characteristic gentleness, expressed a profound interest in researcher Marcus Gade's theories. Noting the parallels to his own ongoing work, he hopes to manifest life through the use of phlogiston, or what we call computronium. Ooh, oh, what? Phlogiston equals computronium. What is all you cooking here, huh? Makes sense, kinda, if you look back into what happened, like with everything that happened in Natlan, in terms of World Quest, with the AI, with the dragon AI and everything, huh? So that our kin up on the surface might find some small relief and perhaps a measure of happiness. I spoke with the king at length, and I must admit the conversation was most enlightening. However, in a moment of carelessness, I mentioned researcher Lusalim's plan to him. After a moment's reflection, His Highness offered a wealth of practical, actionable suggestions. It was truly a lapse in judgment. I have already begun to regret it. I am a recorder, not a researcher. My exchange with the king was merely a slip of tongue. I neither can, nor will, nor do I have any desire to provide assistance to Lusalim's project. Yet out of professional rigor, I have forwarded the king's suggestion to the researcher Lusalim anyway. Makes sense. It makes sense that they call phlogiston computronium because of all the engravings looking like a computer engravings, you know. The sealed environment has been maintained for over hours. The primary ecology cycling array is functioning normally, and the filtration manifold shows no significant damage. Conditions remain within the tolerable range of surface life forms. Plant growth is thriving, and self-sufficiency appears achievable. However, the hydroponic nutrient formula still requires recalibration. Malaus? You're here too? We didn't expect to run into you on the moon. What the heck? So Colombian brought you here, right? She did say she'd take you to the moon for your exhibition. Right, speaking of the exhibition, where are you painting? What's wrong? Don't tell me they're lost. How could that happen? We're on the moon. They couldn't have been stolen, right? Anyway, let's help Malaus look for them first. Maybe they just got left somewhere nearby. Aw, Malaus. Okay, one. Yo, holy shit. Yo. All the arts that Malos has drawn in the... Let's go, easy. Malos, look, we found all your paintings and brought them back. Aww. Hey, hey, no need to thank us. We had a hand in these paintings too, after all. Since when can you understand what Malos is saying, Paimon? Come on, we've been on to the Silvermon Hall together so many times already. It's not that surprising I'd start getting what Malos means, right? So what did Malos say happened to the paintings? Well, let Paimon try to interpret Malos says. Maybe other Konhei stole them. Or maybe those fancy transfer thing on the moon took them. Or maybe Colomina stole them. Hey, that's definitely not true. Oh, did I get it wrong after all? So it was just a wild guess. Learning from a foreign language isn't easy, you know. All Paimon need is a good teacher. When the time comes, Paimon's gonna get Colombina to teach her properly. Lol. It was the fall of a star. It was the soul of a star. It calls to me, as broth calls to the table. Ah, I hear you, O Yusna Kurel, ruler of Frog. Pitch black darkness has swallowed you. Then carry the message with you. Bad Uru Namu Ungien Blackbody. You are me, and I am you. We're going inside Zhongli's lunar pillar. Self-diagnostic complete. Lockdown lifted. Your last visit, a total error cycle has elapsed. Welcome back, Master of Flame and Wisdom, Your Majesty Chioquadl, and your esteemed companions, the Sovereign Ruler, Your Excellency Iksh Rakul Lapuch Chek Buluk Chuel, a Mirror of the Dawning Morn. Oh my god. Yo, what's up, Jazz? Okay, let's see what this has to deliver to us now. Holy shit, we're going down. Oh, what the heck? What the fuck? Holy shit. What in the absolute insanity is this? What the fuck? Yo. Your teleport waypoint? What the heck? Okay, this has massive lore. I can already feel it. Teleport waypoint. Highest score. Start repair. What? Don't tell me this is actually... Okay, it's a fucking actual... The Jenny said, okay. Bruh. You're really playing Snake. We made it inside. Wow, the tree is really beautiful. Paimon didn't think there'd be a place like this hidden under the Lunar Sea. What do you think they did here? Let's take a look around. Oh. Load. Oh. Load map. Area map unlocked, okay. Let's go. Alrighty, what is this place? Before I touch that, do anything, let me guys show you something. Okay, we're standing here. Then let me wait. I have to stand better like this. Like this, okay? Now let's look, guys. Okay, never mind, it didn't work. What the heck? Um, uh, okay. Let me just read this first. Chanson of the Boatman. I'm the Euthyphro, hailing from Arcadia, the eternal holy city. O mother of the silver shuttle, the ever-blessed goddess Prismine. By the grace, I take this meager quill to chronicle the night's final splendor. I beseech thee, grant me once more the hallowed gift of inspiration. Preserve thy devout believer, lest my soul descend beneath the silver tree, to be sullied by the dust. O wise, radiant queen, bringer of light, I beseech thee, deliver thus thy devout believer, that my mortal frame may find eternal rest within thy holy embrace. O wondrous Prismine, ancient mother of the night, and daughter who brings the light, mistress of the golden hall. Countless times hast thou guided my vessel, permitting to usher unsullied souls onto the lunar palace. Lunar palace above the clouds. Thou grant. It spoilers for you? Oh, Timmy getting spoiled. Well, this is just lore text, bro, and it's literally a song. I can't even figure out what it wants to say to me with it, you know. Thou grantest mortal slumber within thy pale embrace. Thou grantest them dreams that are theirs and theirs alone. Yet this is to be the final night and the final rest, for there sits the eternal throne in the heavens, the primordial one. O world-shaking Lord, it forges the bones of the earth. It bids all dreams to return to the earth, and all dreamless things to return to the earth. It seeks to shroud the dreams of a man with its own dream, that we, the mortals of this fleeting world, shall abide an age without beginning or end, passing through a life of tranquil, dreamlessness, rest. O wise, radiant queen, bringer of light, deliver me the hands of my dread master. For thee I have ushered the unsullied soul, for thee I have steered the silver shining ship. I beseech thee, deliver thus thy devout believer, that my mortal frame may find eternal rest within thy holy embrace. Records left in terminal. Professor Magis has successfully operated into a containment object 1 using an emerging unproven biotech. She has managed to turn into something completely new, a living being that is the total fusion of Arculun energy and black body matter. That little onyx creature grows bigger with every passing day. Maybe one day it will be even bigger than the sky itself, but we all know that no matter what it becomes, it will never beat Professor Ungien we know. I only hope Karlak's security force does not learn this. Otherwise, even Project Lunar Veil won't be safe from the fallout. They don't have access to my lab yet, so they shouldn't be looking here, at least for now. Oh, damn. Crazy lore. So, time to read. Records left in the terminal. Today I will bid farewell to Professor Magis. In accordance with her wishes, I will perform that operation of creation on her later today. Just as she once did when she created Ungi. This is something I have to do myself, for it is what Professor Magis wants. The experience I gained from the operation will be vital to the upcoming Project Moongazer, particularly to the work of creating life itself. This is also in line with King Shuquadal's wise counsel. For long, I believed her insistence on sending that message was simply grief turned into obsession, the fixation of a human being who had lost the one she loved. But then, she showed me the entirety of the message brought by the stellar blackbody. It was only then that I finally understood what she had been reaching for. I understand now too why the Eye of Inubellum team chose to stand with her, even if that meant defying Kalak's security force. And even though to the first Moongazer, both she and Professor Ungien were considered traitors, the pioneer Ibn Bellum once proclaimed to the researchers who had set foot onto the moon, the skies of stars above our heads was born not of the king's dreams. It had ever been there, mysterious and silent, awaiting the day its children would look up in curiosity. Yes, my teachers were much like children of the stars. They loved the starry sky with such devotion that, from where I stood behind them, I could almost glimpse the shape of the universe in their silhouettes. My dear teachers, it had been my honor to spend this time with you on the moon. Though you are now gone, you will remain. I, Lusalim, your student, will see it carried forth. So, boom, let's go. Wow. Alright, do we have some secret lore? Okay, huh? It looks like the transparent curtain is rising all around us. Is that tree doing this? Looks like it's spewing resin. Paimon thinks it's trying to turn this whole place into a piece of amber. That would make us little bugs trapped inside. An amber piece with two of us inside. Paimon maps. It would definitely be the star of any auction. We'd be one of a kind treasure. Then what's the actual crown jewel? This tree, obviously. It's the one making all of this amber after all. It's a shame we can't haul it away with us. Paimon wonders if there's any clue about it nearby. Let's go to rewards. Easy. I just saw. I knew it. There was stuff that I have missed, and even a chest. Yeah, obviously that chest, but still. Did I miss anything here? Nope. Okay, only these small stuff. So, not by Nin Kigia. The following is a verbatim translation of the first message received. It is indeed solely for research purpose. The 3,655 lines preceding the section appear to be a record of a historical or perhaps mythical account of the civilization. They describe in considerable detail how an immortal named Yusna Kurel, I'm sorry if I literally butchered the name, Yusna Kurel, defeated 7 different monsters, or possibly compatriots, interesting, in succession, and ultimately brought the entire world under the rule of the Empire. However, from this passage onward, the narrative changes dramatically. Its focus turns to Yusna Kurel receiving word from another unknown land of a dark destroyer and a decline soon to come. On the eve of the Empire's destruction, Yuzna Kurel dispatches a final messenger to convey this message to the other worlds outside the Empire. Beyond this, almost nothing is known about the civilization in question. We can only infer that they were inclined to place whatever they wished to express within long narrative poems and framed in the third person perspective. Otherwise, it is difficult to explain why they would choose such an excessively verbose and easily misunderstood form to convey what could otherwise have been a fairly concise and straightforward message. The Dark Destroyer keeps me, like, before I even continue to read, the Dark Destroyer, huh? It kind of gives me either vibes of the Abyss, or, and this is the huge or, and that is if you played if you saw like if you played and saw the intro cutscene of Miliastra Wonderland, we'll learn more about Octavia. And in Octavia's lore, according to the Miliastra's Wonderland's lore, intro cutscene, we learn that she's being followed by destruction. So what does that mean? Maybe is the Dark Destruction connected to Octavia? I'm just saying. What word? What word? Okay. Then thus said Yusna Kurel, "What words do you bring before me? What words would you lay at my feet?" And the ellipses that had come together in assembly answered, Nopan and Kigia, the unknown term in this line cannot be reliably inferred. However, judging from the context, it appears to encompass the meaning of brothers, friends, rulers, and servants all at the same time. These are the words we bring before you. These are the words we lay at your feet, O Yusna Kurel, child of Galvur, ruler of Frog. Let me see exactly what Yusna Kurel means, okay? Note by Ninkigia, the protagonist's biological sex, assuming such a concept exists for the species at all. It is entirely unknown. The language itself also shows no obvious marker of gender. Interesting. How shall your hands withstand them? How shall your ellipses contend with them? You pin their heads beneath your feet, and yet they shall rend your throat like ellipses. Note by Ninkigia, the unknown terms in these two lines cannot be reliably inferred. The former appears to refer an organ belonging to the species, though apparently not a corporeal one. The latter may refer to some living creature, or to a monster of a local legend, though no prior mention of it appears in the text. Uphold you in your doings, our ellipses in and good God will not walk alongside you, our ellipses, and good God shall not. Note by Ninkigia, the unknown terms in these two lines cannot be reliably inferred. However, judging from the context, it appears to encompass the meaning of merciful and good, and zealous for war and destruction at the same time. Send forth your messenger, though you may, yet dark destruction shall still find your world. I swear this is literally Octavia's lore. Speak unto other worlds, though you may, no thanks shall be given for your words. He shall stand with us no more, he shall dwell with us no more, and return to our land too, he shall no more. Then said Yusna Kurel, child of Gelvur, spoken thus you have to me. Your ellipsis has laid these words before me. Note by Ninkikia, the unknown terms in this line cannot be reliably inferred. It may be a word denoting the will or the soul, though the context suggests an organ located on the surface of the species body. Ellipsis. Note by Ninkigia, here we pass over 137 lines of the text, which appears to contain nothing beyond a roster of various names and titles. Bruh, they should have literally shown that. Thus shall I, the immortal, speak unto you, and thus shall I deliver these words before you. Our shining land given unto us by the good god Nishogul gleams like a silver purified, and receives the praises of all nations far and wide. As I was born a god and walk as a god, so shall you obey. Then said Yusnakurel, the child of Galvur, that which that which walks shall walk, that which dies shall die. Even the gods must submit to a law of such as this. You have laid these words before me. Send not your messenger, warn not the other worlds, and obey I shall not. My messenger is nimble as Fnost, and swift as Tinkuos, like like Olmegratine, racing through flame. He too shall sing his urgent cry as the third mud candle sputters out. Now by Ninkiga, the original wording of this line is presented as is. It appears to be a proverb of the civilization, though its meaning remains wholly obscure. When the Dark Destroyer comes, our world shall walk no more, our gods shall walk no more. When the Dark Destroyer comes, our world too shall perish, and our god too shall be no more. How could you think I know How could you think I know no fear? I fear more than all of you together. Fear fills me, and fear shakes me to the very core of my being, yet I shall consume my suffering to the last, as one who would partake of some kind of food. Never again shall my embrace bring joy to my partner. Never again shall I sing of tales grand and humble to my gentle young. Never again shall I behold you walking toward the future I promised. So said the child of Gelvur, tears falling from their eyes, the sorrow deep. Should I send forth my messenger, the dark destroyer shall take notice of our world and bring about its death. Should I withhold my messenger, the dark destroyer shall also take note of our world and bring about its death. Thus I shall, the immortal, speak unto you. All that their eyes behold, the destroyer shall conquer. Now by Ninkiya. Here we pass over 32 lines of text, which broadly correspond to the third line of general translation, but which are considerably more cumbersome and challenging to parse. Yet I shall make them, the other worlds, know, just as I was made to know. Warn them I shall, so they may be ready. Warn them I shall, so they may be watchful, and summon courage in their eyes. O friends, know that you are not alone. We, the dead warriors, once faced the darkness as you do. When the curtains fall on the day, when all light disappears from the horizon, when the earth is swallowed by darkness, when the sky is occupied by darkness, and when Yuzna Kural messengers set sail, the darkness shall destroy our homes, and rend the crowns from our heads, and shake us to the very foundation. Note by Ninkiga, the original wording has been preserved as is. Its meter occurs only twice in the preceding text. Nonetheless, listen ye. This is our line. Note by Ninkiga, the original wording has been preserved as is. However, judging from the context, the verb used here is clearly used to describe the auditory sense. Small and faint, it may be. Pure still it is, and as pure as when the first it was kindled. May it be a light unto you. May your light also be heard. Dim is the light we have kindled, yet know the light, and you shall kindle it anew. Thus shall there be light to rend the darkness, and light that shall not be extinguished as ours has been. We are here looking at the starry sky. Note by Ninkiga whether the civilization represented by the stellar black body was in fact the empire of the immortal Yusna cannot be verified. It remains possible that this was another civilization that has been tragically fallen since one that received the warning sent by Yusna but was still unable to escape its destiny in the end.